we have to bring real peace in this world, if we have to stop all the wars in this world, we shall have to start with children. Words of Mahatma Gandhiji. Good evening, Toastmasters and fellow guests.
Good evening.
My uncle, who is a farmer, tells me that he is very busy during the initial phase. He tells this initial phase is very important. This phase involves sowing seeds, providing water and fertilizers, and protecting these small plants from the pests. Even the nature also has to support with the right rainfalls. Isn't this very similar with the way we upbring our children? Sowing seeds, providing water and fertilizers, protecting from the pests. I think this is the crucial part of the agriculture as well as the childhood. Today I am going to talk about a child. This child was both blind and deaf. As a consequence of it, she did not learn to speak. For this child, the whole world was filled with complete darkness and silence. This grievous misery continued for 7 long years until one day her teacher arrived. Teaching this child was not an easy task because this child had only 2 senses. One was sense of touch and other was sense of smell. This teacher gave a doll to the child to play with and wrote DOLL on its arm. The child did not understand. It was confused because it never knew the existence of the word. The teacher persistently kept doing this. She wrote many words on the child. She wrote PEN, HAT, CAT, and she kept writing it. After some time, the child picked up and she started imitating the teacher. Even now, the child did not know what was really happening. One day, the teacher took this child to a water stream. She placed child's one hand in the water and wrote WATER on the other hand. She initially did it very slowly, WATER. She increased her pace, WATER, WATER, WATER. At this moment, the child realized that WATER meant water. The child was enlightened. For everything in this world has a name. This is what the child has realized. Everything has a name, like water. And every name has a word, like WATER. And every word carries thoughts in it. When you think of water, you will think about quenching thirst. You will also think about water flow. Out of many subjects the teacher taught, geography was one of them. She used huge maps to teach geography. She had a large map and she used objects like sand, leaves, water and sticks on the map. Now, the child would come and place its hand on the sand and it would imagine it to be a great desert. And the leaves indicated huge forests. Small stones indicated huge mountains. Water indicated a river flow. Like this, they went on to learn about cities, about volcanoes, islands, and many other things. When you keenly observe, you know that the whole world was imagined in this child's mind, in this wonderland. No one should assume that all this teaching process took few days or few weeks or few months. This took many years of teaching. This child needed direction and guidance, and it was provided by the teacher. This finally paid off. This child went on to become a huge tree with lot of fruits. This child went on to become a great author, a philosopher, a social activist, an activist for the blind and deaf. I think you all know who I am talking about. It is Helen Keller. And the teacher is Anna Sulaiman. Helen Keller, in her book, Story of My Life, tells this: all that is best in me is because of my teacher. All this inherent talent, imagination, and joy is because of the loving touch of my teacher. If Anna Sulaiman had such an impact on the child, think about what you can have on the children who are around you. Think about what difference you can make. Nurture these children so that they will grow on to become a huge tree with lot of fruits. Over to you, Toastmasters.